Hi dear students, we are going to learn percentages in chapter 1, lesson 8. A fraction whose denominator is 100 can be expressed as a percentage. You know, we can transform from percentage to decimal and also fractions easily. So here we are going to transform now from fractions to percentage, but fractions should have the denominator 100. So when you say 29 over 100, 29% it should be. And 45 over 100, it should be equal to 45%. Here there are some examples. 39 over 100, it should be equal to 39%. 42 over 100, it should be 42%. Or 3 over 100, it is not written as an example, but I'm adding here. 3 over 100 should be written as 3%. Here we are going to try to change fraction to percentage. So this is the case when the denominator is not 100. So I need to make the denominator 100, and I should think for the denominator firstly. How can I make? By using multiplication 5 to 100. So I know that one, I need to multiply by 20. 5 times 20, since 5 times 20 is equal to 100, then denominator will be 100 and I can transform into percentage. But as you know, multiplying with the fraction denominator, if it is multiplied by 20, not to change the function, to keep the fraction same, you should multiply the numerator by 20 also. So 3 over 5 should be multiplied by 20 and denominator should be multiplied by 20. Then the result here, it should be 100 and up it should be 60. So if it is in percentage form, or if the denominator is 100, it means that you can easily write the percent form, which is equal to 60% here. So when I'm doing these operations, I should check the denominator. If it is 50, I can multiply by 2 to make 100, but if I multiply the denominator by 2, I should multiply the numerator by 2 also, which means that here the denominator 100 and numerator is equal to 58. Sorry, 58, which means that this is 58%. Or these are different examples. 17 over 25, I should multiply by 4, numerator by 4, so it's equal to denominator 100 again. 25 times 4, it makes 100, but 17 times 4, it should be equal to 68. So the result, it should be equal to 68%. And I have to multiply this one by 5 to make, 20 by 5 to make 100. So up by 5, which is equal to 55 over 100. So it's equal to 55%. I need to make the denominator here 100. So multiply by 10, up multiply by 10. The answer is 30 over 100, which is 30%. It has to be. Okay, now we are going to calculate the percentage of a quantity. And what is the 25% of 30 means? If you remember from the previous videos, I said when you see off word, you should use times operation here, which means this is 25% times, let's make like this, times 300, it should be. Of course, you can convert in different way, but the easiest way for me, 25 over 100, I should write, because I know that 25% is 25 over 100 times 300. And you know from the rule here, A over B times C, I told you before, A times C divided by B, it has to be. With respect to same rule, This is going to be 25 times 300 divided by 100. It should be, and as usual, I'm going to simplify the things here, like this one and this one. When you divide by 100, this will leave 1, this will leave 3. So the answer, it should be equal to 75. So if I finish this operation from the beginning, 25% of 300 is equal to 75. It has to be. Okay, there are different methods, but 25%, 25 over 100 can be written as case solution 2. Second solution, right? That's right here. $25 over 100 can be written as 0.25 as decimal, you know. So when you convert to decimal, it's going to be 25% of 300 becomes 0.25 times 300. And you know, multiplying by, if you want to multiply the decimal number by integer, you should multiply like there's no decimal, so you should count and you should add the decimal places. So 3 times 25, it's equal to 75. And here we have 2 zeros, so 7,500. But we have the decimal place, so we should remove the last 2. I mean, we should come like this, 2 decimal place, and it's going to be equal to 75.00, or it's going to be equal to 75, and we found the same result here. But second solution is not necessary. Which one you like, you can solve like that in the process. So 35% of 280, I'm going to use the first method again, times 35 over 100 times 280. It should be the answer. And then it's going to be equal to 35 times 280 divided by 100. And this one we can cancel, which means that our operation becomes 35 times 28 over 10. It should be. And the result is, find the 35 times 28. 35 times 28. We can multiply like 28 times 30, and then we will get the half of it. 28 times 30, it should be 720, I think. No, not 720. That's going to be 800. Yes, 840. 840 plus 840 plus 140, it should be, which is equal to 980. Yes, so the answer is 980 divided by 10, and that's going to be equal to 98.